Canada has changed, and nowhere more so than Brampton, Ontario. 60 years ago, Brampton was a farming town of 18,000 people. Today, it's a metropolis of 750,000, a majority of whom are of Indian descent.
Well, we're now a minority, and we never were before, so that's kind of a tough pill to swallow.
If there is a more immigrants came, we should be very happy.
They sell amongst themselves, live amongst themselves, pay no taxes.
I didn't see any discrimination since I came here.
How did this happen, and how did the locals feel about it? We went to find out. We'll get to the Indian side of Brampton, but the first thing we saw in the city was this.
You want to see reality? Go through these doors here, go downstairs, walk around, take a look what you see. It'll give you an idea of what goes on in Brampton.
In this basement were dozens of homeless people, none Indian, looking for a free meal. We saw the same scene in every Canadian downtown we visited.
Hey, no video, no video.
They told us inside that we were allowed to.
Not here.
In the city center, everyone brought up how the city had changed. Some were happy, many were not.
It used to be a town of 28,000 people. Now it's got probably got 1 million.
How much of that is from the growth of the city? You know, people moving here from other parts of Canada. How much of that do you think is from immigration?
All of it, and specifically out of one country. Just look around you. What do you see?
A lot of Indian people.
Right.
We didn't know there were rednecks in Canada, honestly.
More every day
Why is that?
because the way the country's going.
Say more about that. What do you mean?
Immigration.
Like I came from Portugal. My dad was here before us. We have to have a visa. My father had to produce that he could support us when he come here. It's not like that anymore.
So you came here from Holland. How do you think your view of immigration is different from a lot of the people who are coming here now?
It took me a year to get a permit. Now you just jump the border and you have filed for asylum. Canada is a sucker for that anyway.
The country they lived in was a shithole. So why wouldn't they want to come somewhere that's the greatest country in the world? Sorry, guys. Guess if I was born there, would want to get out too.
This used to be called the Flower Town. I don't know what it's called now.
And it's not called Brown Town for nothing.
You two gentlemen and myself, men of non-color, are the minority.
It used to be a multicultural city, and now it's kind of bicultural.
Do they assimilate?
Nope. They all have the right to live here, just like when I came here. I'm not prejudiced against anybody.
Do you think people would have voted for this?
Makes no difference. Politicians do what they want to do anyway, especially not if you have Trudeau.
They saturate the government. They get elected by their own kind.
Let's say you come over here as an illegal. If you go to the hospital, you're taken care of. It doesn't cost you a penny. While people that live over here, they get to pay an arm and a leg.
We had immigrants since the 30s. They simulated with everybody, paid taxes, worked hard, and built this country. The new Canadians, they sell amongst themselves, live amongst themselves, pay no taxes, and they abuse every system this beautiful country has to offer. It's bullshit. I think a lot feel that way, but they're not going to say it. I really don't give a shit anymore.
It wasn't just white people who expressed concern. This man of Pakistani descent said assimilation wasn't happening.
Okay, we were just talking to a guy over here. He prefaced it, he's like, I'm a redneck, so take this with a grain of salt. But he's saying, you know, there's a lack of assimilation with immigrants. Do you think there's any credence to that, or do you think
that's pretty true. I think the influx of immigrants and the ratio of how we, or like me, were brought in was kind of over-dominating. Because the economy couldn't siphon me in, I had to build my own little world. I opened a shop where I service clients that I know, speak their language, we live by our own rules. They don't learn, I don't learn. I will service them how I know. So my grandfather came in the 70s, and if I tell anybody of my family that I can go days without speaking to anybody in English, they would be shocked, because they came in a time and they grew up in a time where dominant culture was Canadian. You can get away from being affected by policy or use policy to your advantage because you live in such a tight bubble.
A lot of our cities are kind of dying, and the population's going down and whatever. Whereas you look at Brampton's population, it's like...
Because what you're seeing is face value. It's booming because you're next to the airport, immigrants land here, they will seek like-minded, like-skinned people. You can't look at this in a silo. It's a booming economy. That is why we have an upsurge of population. Maybe not. Maybe there's other questions that need to be asked from an economic lens.
Outside of downtown, Brampton looks like an endless AI-generated suburb of subdivisions and strip malls. the rate of growth has exploded in the last 20 years. Yet even Indians who've lived in Canada a long time aren't happy about it.
Your family immigrated here 50 years ago.
Correct.
So it's not like immigration here is anything new. This is decades old.
Yes, but what's happening right now with the immigration is we old people are not happy. We were called the package. We were not given the jobs. So we paved the path for the new immigrants. There's too much righteousness for everybody who's coming in now. For example, the students put the tents up there and saying we shouldn't be paying international student fees. But our kids were born here. When they go to another country, whether it's India or any other country to study, they're paying international fees. A lot of illegal colleges came up.
Illegal colleges, so they would essentially, someone would secure a student visa, come here to study, but it wasn't really studying.
I know when we go visit back home, there are boards after boards that we will get you immigration to Canada, we will get you immigration to Canada. Even though we tell them life is not the same anymore, the things are not the same anymore, the country itself is in recession, we are struggling ourselves. They don't listen, they think, this is the land of opportunity, we just want to get here with a hook or crook.
Do you think it is safe to say there's kind of a generational divide between the more original immigrants and the newer immigrants?
Yes, definitely. We came with the mindset, we know we have to go there, we have to work hard. The ones who are coming here now, what they think we can get ahead because of the knowledge they have today. Can't just get overnight rich. You can't go start robbing liquor stores and start robbing people on gunpoint and think, well, they have it, so I should have it too. We worked hard for it. It didn't come easy to us. The kids who are coming in, they're taking away our identity.
Okay, now if you're enjoying this video and you want that burning hot, home-cooked, perfectly spiced, authentic news, you gotta subscribe to RocaNews. Smash that subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.
Now, immigration isn't new for Canada. What's new is the scale. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau made a policy to expand Canada's economy and population through immigration. Under him, Canada's immigrant population went from around 7 million to 8.5 million. Today, 1 in 4 Canadians is an immigrant.
So we're in this nice suburban neighborhood here in Brampton, and we just stopped to talk to a guy outside. He had a tattoo on his arm, and he said he couldn't be on camera because he didn't want people to know he had a tattoo and he was Muslim. He said some very interesting things, though. He said, we know why they're bringing us. It's for labor. They said they see us and they only see labor. He said that immigration has changed. He said they used to put a lot of time in figuring out who to let in. He said now they let anyone in. He said that's led to more crime. He said people coming from war-torn countries acting like they're in anarchy. Interesting perspective that we just heard here. Let's try to talk to this man on the street. Yeah, they portray Trudeau as being very popular. They portray Canada as being kind of like a utopia in a way.
Never.
No.
He's never been like that. During the country, the communist country. I'm coming from Poland, right? And that country was communist. I grew up in communist country. We did the same thing regime. So you can't speak up to anybody.
Brampton's like ground zero for immigration.
From India.
From India.
They're turning everything upside down. For example, my neighbor was 14 people living in this place. So the garbage and mess, you couldn't believe it.
Why do you think the government's letting this happen?
Trudeau brought everybody here.
Why?
With the NDP.
NDP, that's the party led by Jagmeet Singh.
That's right. He was the one who brought everybody here.
How do you think the immigration that's happening now is different from when you immigrated here?
I was working. These people don't work. They work for cash and they work for the people from India. You drive an Uber, for example. I was talking to a guy. I said, you have a Canadian license? Because you just say you just came here. No. And you drive an Uber? Yeah, they all look similar, so they're using somebody else's license. They're immigrating, the government give them hotels and place to stay. So are you joking right now? What happened with immigration in the 80s when we came? We got to work. Nobody cares. But these people don't work. We can't stand it because they're very dirty people. So they don't clean around. And they never even cover the window. They walk naked, so it's kind of embarrassing.
Nearby, we spoke to one of his Indian neighbors.
This is a beautiful city and I like so much about things. I came here as a student. I came here from India.
What does it mean to be Canadian?
It's proud to be Canadian, yeah. Every person living here in Canada is worth it. Honestly, I didn't see any discrimination since I came here from like 7 years. And I don't feel any difference between India and Canada.
If you stayed in India, if you never came, would your life there, do you think you'd be poorer? I mean, what would be the difference?
Life in India is more easy for us. In India, if one person is earning and doing job, whole family can sit and eat. Here, each and everyone has to work. If you are a Canadian, you're gonna pay $2,400 for your semester fees. If you are an international student like me, I have to pay $8,100 for same semester and same study.
So then why did you decide to come to Canada?
For better future actually. In India, we really had less job opportunities. For example, I was a registered nurse in India. So I got better opportunities here as a nurse. Wife is RN and I passed the exam as RN. So
you're
life
both
is
nurses.
pretty easy now.
What some people say is that a lot of people come here and they don't want to work. And they want free stuff and they want free healthcare and free this and that. They only want to work for cash.
If you work like on a cash and you didn't pay tax, then it's really difficult for government to run the cities. I didn't even work on a single day on a cash.
Hundreds of thousands of people like this man have come from India to Brampton, and with them have come hundreds of temples. Some are huge and new, others have taken over old structures like this church.
So it says here that this actually became a church in 1876. This is for you. For us? Yeah. What kind of snacks do we get? Okay, we got a banana, and we got a box of Indian sweets. Have to dig into these a little bit. Purely vegetarian. Pure veg Rajdhani. Nice people.
Nearby, we visited a huge Sikh temple. What are you doing here?
We are making food. This one is food, that one is also food.
So anyone can come here and get food?
Yes.
For free?
Yeah, for free.
I will put it on for you, the bone.
Thank you.
How about you? Can I put it on you?
Sure. Yeah. How do you feel? I feel like I belong.
When I came, there was not too many temples, not too many Indians either. But a few people, very few Indians. Slowly. Okay. When you see we have a special occasion, it doesn't matter which temple you go, you're going to see it packed.
Some white people now, they say they worry because they're now the minority.
They shouldn't be thinking about that if they're minority. But the thing is, we all live in the same world. If there is a more immigrants came, we should be like very happy and respect to each other and try to get along with each other. If you have white color, I have brown color, there's no difference between that. Because same blood, same eyes, everything is same, it's no different. If somebody need help, never think he's Indian, he's white, he's Canadian. No, you help the human person, help the person. Sikhism life is for the others.
Adjacent to that Sikh temple was the largest Hindu temple in the area.
So how many people are associated with the temple?
Oh, thousands.
So the community, the Indian community here, isn't new.
No,
it's been here for a long time.
Yeah, since I would say maybe 50, 60. 1979 we moved here. There was not any Indian grocery store where you can buy Indian spices and stuff. We was the one who opened in 1980 first Indian grocery store in Brampton in 1980. So the community, the town, the city is growing so fast.
Is that a good thing?
It is good. You feel like you are sitting here in your own hometown. Or you can take you downstairs for the food and enjoy the food and get the feeling.
On some specific days like Tuesday, Saturday, it's like about 2,000, 2,500 people. We do have the food bank.
A food bank?
Yes. We have about almost close to 900 registered families here.
900 families pick up from here every week.
Whatever's left after the kitchen, that all comes here.
Wow.
In any other place, we don't sell. We just get.
So if somebody's needy, they come here and they take the food?
Yes.
Wow. And all the workers here, they're all volunteers?
Majority, yes. 99% they are volunteers.
These temples made us think back to the beginning of the day when we visited the homeless shelter. Those Canadians seemed like they were on their own. The Indians had a community. Why is it so different?
Biggest thing in the Hinduism is we don't negate anyone. We don't say Christianity is bad or Islam is bad or Buddhism is bad. No. Everyone who is praying to God is doing right. Because at the end of the day, it's one God. So if your prayer is accepted, being a Christian, that does not mean you're doing something wrong. The food bank is open for everyone. We have the Christians, we have Muslims, we have Sikhs, a lot, everyone. It's open to everyone.
Now, on paper, Brampton has been great for Canada. A huge new city sprung out of nothing, adding billions of dollars to the economy. But the question I, and all the other Canadians there, kept asking was this: why? After visiting, I have no answer.
We are Canadians, and I'm proud to be a Canadian.
Thanks for watching this video. If you're interested in this topic, make sure to subscribe to our page. We have another immigration-focused video coming out soon exposing Canada's immigration explosion. Don't miss it. Smash that subscribe button.